Today's been crazy, bro. I get back in here exactly at 4:27. So I'm gonna talk about it, I guess. I heard cutting grass. Spent some time where I wanted to spend some time this morning. I'm kind of really just struggling with what I want to do with life, man. And even after this, I don't know. It's not really helping me make a decision. Passing the mailbox, it says 1, 2, 3, 4. Story of my life, dude. It's crazy. It's like once you become aware, I don't know, man, of something, always pointing to these numbers. I don't know, but cutting grass was fun today. Like my energy's acting weird when I got out here. Before I got out here, I went and got gas, and usually I fill it up, but I didn't fill it up today. I just put some in it, and a dude comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, you mind jumping me off?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I got a power box in the truck, to jump people off or whatever when I need to. And but it was dead, so I had to back up, pull all the way around, and use my truck. And so I did that, and when I opened my hood, my coolant's low. So like I, put coolant in my truck. I kind of knew I needed to check it, but I was just being lazy. But I mean, it's weird. It's like everything, the universe, whatever, some God, He always takes care of me. Like now that I'm more aware of it, He knows me so good. He knows like stuff has to happen. People have to ask me to help, and then I'm going to do what it takes to help them. And in doing so, I'll notice stuff about myself in the process, and then I'll take care of it. Because that's how I work, man. That's how I've worked my whole life, and I always help other people first, and I guess it's a lot of it. Like, He makes me do things for other people so I can really see and help myself. It's real weird. But today was cool. I talked to one of my customers for a long time. Older gentleman, 90 years old. I mean, honestly, like, ever since I've been cutting grass, man, like I said, I used to say it was relationship first, and whatever, the grass just really didn't matter. I mean, I'm going to do a good job no matter what. But I still remember I used to cut one lady's grass, and I kind of cut their whole family all over the place. And I'd go cut it, and then I'd get done, and I would spend an hour with her. She would just talk about whatever. Sweet people, man. And then she would just give me, she'd give me all kinds of stuff, man. She'd dig in her freezer and she'd give me stuff, or she'd give me little cakes and treats and apples, and we would just sit there and talk. And it sucks because they're so lonely, man. Especially like her husband died, and so she was just by herself, all the time. So one day a week, I got to show up and hang out with her. It's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. It makes it worth it. That doesn't mean I want to keep doing what I'm doing, but it helps me look at my past and understand it wasn't pointless. That's cool, man. It's cool. You know, I don't know, man. It's weird. Cause then, like, I'm cutting grass. I got my headphones in today. I feel good. I'm moving fast. I'm moving good. Like, I got the yield, girl. Go ahead. And I don't know, man. It's just cool. And then I talked to this dude for probably 30 minutes. You know, like, and it cuts into my time, like it does. But that's what's important. Is spending time with other people. Listen to them. Asking them how they're doing, and him asking me how I'm doing. And watching his eyes sparkle up as he tells me stories about his life or whatever, man. That's cool, man. That's worth it. Doesn't mean I want to do it forever, but it's worth it. I mean, he said he retired at 70. He worked until he was 70 years old, and I'm like, damn, I'm 35 right now. Exactly, you know, exact same years. I'm trying to make a decision on what I want to do. And I kind of, what's weird is like I never planned for the future. That's on me, you know, survival mode. You're trying to live. You're trying to survive. Like, you don't plan, like you don't save like you should save, and you know, you're just living week by week. And yeah, I mean, even if I got enough money, whatever, but I mean, it's not enough to retire. I got, you know, I don't know, man. But I always thought, like, I would never be able to retire early. I'm gonna have to work till I die, you know. But I'm trying to change that now. I understand it now, that what I do now is important for later. And so that's a lot of the struggle now. It's like, I want to be happy. I am happy. But I need to, you know, be happy plus start doing what I need to do. And I don't know if this is, me working by myself is definitely not the answer, because I know, because it got me here now. I mean, I guess I've impacted people, and they've definitely impacted me more than I thought. And that's a lot of me speaking, man. I realized how much I took from people. How much the way they speak, their ideas, and all these interactions with them, man. I've learned so much, and it's formed who I am today. And I'm grateful for all of that. So grateful, so lucky, so blessed. It's pretty cool. It's really cool. And every day I'm just like, man, but I don't want to keep cutting grass. I want something better. I want better for myself. I mean, you know, I just don't have enough time. Ultimately, that's what it comes down to, is like, how do I become the most efficient me? And stay happy and build stability. And what do I really want? Cody, what do you really want, man? And he was just telling me, like, he's 90 years old, and he let his daughter move in, and they got like a 4-year-old and a 18-month-old or something like that. And he's like, he told me that they were his life, and that he worships them. And that's the reason why he's staying where he's at and not selling his house when he can make just crazy money on it. And just wanting better for them, the kids. And that's what we all should want. And that's what I want. Like, I got to do stuff now to better for kids in the future, for all the kids, and then mine too, when I have some. And definitely if I adopt, man, I want to adopt so bad, but I'm kind of scared. But I'm scared that, I don't know, I got to figure out Not because I don't want to raise a kid like me, but so I need to do whatever it takes to make him learn to accept love and that he's not different. He's special, whatever. He's what he is, what he is. He should own it, and I should cater to him to that. Whatever he wants to do within reason, allow him to do it, or her. Now I'm sitting in traffic, but that's cool. Gives me time to talk. Oh yeah, also, like, I was thinking, I like cutting grass because I can think, too. I can't talk, I guess I could talk out loud, but it doesn't do the same effect that talking over the last week has done, but, I was thinking about I did all this for me. I posted it all for me, and I did. But then I was talking about, like, same energies. I don't know if someone could have be the same as me exactly, but just kind of in a different, like the same energy, same frequencies. And ultimately that just means it's another me, or I'm another them throughout the world, I don't know, I haven't really looked into it completely that hard. I did have a thought a while ago, and I was like, I don't know, it was a voice that told me, like, which I think this is true with a lot of us, like, as humans, we're so cool, and our creator, whoever, whatever, this was my thought, and whatever I heard, or whatever, and it was like, you're so cool that I made more than one of you. Like, I didn't have to, of your spirit or whatever, or your frequency or whatever. And I've looked into, like, soulmates and all that stuff just briefly. Twin flame stuff. I don't know if any of that's true or not. But after recently just meeting just random people, man, and our ideas are the same. And I see just every bit of, like, we're just the same person. You just maybe even a different age, Like, it freaks me out a little bit. And it's like, man, maybe there are people exactly like me. Or I'm exactly like them. My thoughts are the same. The way I react is the same. Like, it's fire. It's like, you know what, maybe there's a bunch of the same energies, the same soul or whatever, all over the world, and it's pretty cool. It's weird. It's a weird thought. I don't know, man. Because when this journey started, like, stuff was just so weird. My energy changed, like, that I've never felt before. Like, I was just, it was like I'm high sometimes. I just get so, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's bliss or what, or just joy, or just complete peace. And I never felt it before. I'm not in control of it, and I don't really get to choose it. It just happens. Or like if I walk into the place, I feel different. It's not good or bad. It's just different. It's weird. Stuff I've never felt before. I can't explain it. But whatever. It gets me to my point. It's like, yeah, I'm doing this for me, but I'm doing this for all of the other me's too. Because I think everything we do, if we're connected like that, and I think we're connected energy-wise in the whole world with each other. And I've talked to some people about the infinity and the way I see it now. I say that each individual person is their own infinity, and they're that where the lines cross, that dot in the middle of the infinity. X marks the spot. X is people. That X is people. And then when we get close to each other, our energies are always spinning, and then they intertwine, and we affect each other. And I think that's what we are. Like, people are pretty much an infinity, and we're right there in the middle, and we're going along a timeline. And when we get close to each other, our energies affect, and we kind of collaborate together, like unknowingly, like we really do, because we're coming to each other's world and we're a part of it for just a little bit of time, and both our worlds are then affected by it, and whether it's good or bad, that has nothing to do with anything, but then our worlds co-create together, and what happens in both our worlds when we're together is a combination of us, and that's cool, man. So like if I walk into your world and I'm happy and you're not happy, and I can lift you up, and then, you know, we'll co-create in our world together, and I'm lifting you up, and then you become happy too. Like my energy affects you, and vice versa. Like if you walk into my room, yeah, it's weird. Like I got a hug the other day, and you know, like half of me didn't want it, but the other half definitely did wanted it. And like it affected me. It made me happy. It made me feel like a child. Like it really did. But it was somebody else's energy. Like, and then when they touched me and hugged me, like it made me happy. And like we transferred each other's energies. You know, that's cool. It's fire. That's what it's about. And I think, man, that's what's crazy. Is like I think that's why kids are so strong. So much stronger than humans, because like our adults, because like we're overthinking everything. But a little kid comes up to you like and just loves you no matter what. They can tell that you're upset and they just give you a hug. Like, you know, and animals do the same thing. They know, they see that you're down, and they have nothing but good energy for you, and they want to give you some of it and take that pain away. It's fire. You know, same with nature. Like you get out in nature and you're there, and you're sitting there in nature, man, and you put your feet in the water, and it just rushes, it takes away all that bad energy, man, and it makes you feel good. It makes you recharge, and man, I really got to work on my rear end, I think, on my truck. But I think it's my rear end. But it's cool. It's like everything's so big, and everything's just catered to help each other, to lift each other up. You know, and then humans are the only ones that bring each other down. And like I said, I used to understand, like I didn't know why I felt so bad growing up, man. And I guess it was just I was in it too long, and I got used to it, and I got used to me having to take all the bad from everyone and try and make them happy, and I didn't know it was affecting me that way. And now I'm knowing that I'm happy all the time. Like even if I'm sad in the moment, or like I'm confused in my head, trying to figure out like what my life is gonna look like, what am I gonna do, what do I gotta walk away from, like ultimately I'm still happy. Like this is the best time of my life, dude. It's so fun. And I get to share it with just all these people. You know, I wish there was someone I could share more with, but I mean, that will come in time. Because I'm still really, truly trying to learn to love myself, and every day I'm loving myself more and more and more. And I mean, the type of love I want to give one other person, like I gotta love myself completely, and which I'm close. I probably already do love myself completely. But then I need to be able to reflect that mirror, you know. But it's cool. I don't know where I'm going right now. I don't even know what time it is. It's kind of funny. Like my truck clock is an hour behind, and then my phone is an hour ahead. I thought about changing. I did change. I changed it twice, and it resets itself. So I'm just like, maybe it's for a reason. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. It's almost because like I feel like I'm on two different timelines anyways right now, until I choose my new timeline, or until I choose my new life, and that's gonna deal with what I do. And I'm not ultimately choosing it. I'm kind of surrendering to everything right now, and just kind of living in the now, and taking care of stuff when it comes up, and then every day just gain more knowledge and just think about it in spurts, and like weigh the pros and cons list, and really make a good decision based on time and effort that I put into it, instead of just flipping a coin and then going either way. I don't know, it's cool, man. It's cool, like, you're understanding something that I could deem pointless, but then I spent 30 minutes talking to somebody that wasn't pointless. It wasn't pointless at all. And so I'm kind of understanding, like, which maybe my time is done with the people that I've been with, because it has to be at some point, you know. I can't just keep the same routine. Like, I need a new one now, because I'm a new person, so and I can affect people differently. So maybe I have a little time left with these people with the new Cody, and then I can affect them more now than before, because I'm stronger. I love everyone so much, and I can see it in their eyes. It's fire. It's fire, the love that I can see just in people, that I never saw before. Like, I mean, it kind of teared me up a little bit when he was talking about his kids, his daughter's kids, his grandkids, and saying that was the reason he does everything. Like, and I could just see the emotion in his eyes, and man, it's beautiful. Because he knows, and he's like, I lived a good life. You know, he said, I never really cared about money. I never had a lot, but now I'm doing everything to spend with them. And it's cool, man. That's what it's about. You know, and that's beautiful. And he even mentioned today, he's like, you know, when they get older, I know they're gonna be gone, and it's just gonna be different when they get older, you know. And he's 90, so he's just trying to spend the rest of his life doing something that he loves, and that's being with those kids. It's super cool, and it helps give me a new perspective on it, you know. And maybe that's the same thing for me, and what I do now is, like, I only have a little bit of time left. I know my clock is up with them, and so I gotta make every interaction and every time that I have with them like it's the last, because you never know. And then, you know, who knows what happens next week? You know, I may walk away from everything next week. This could be the last time I see him. Who knows? He asked me about my painting, and he wants me to bring some back and show him. So that'd be cool. It's cool to people really care, and to I want to see what you create, man, and what's putting a smile on your face. Like, that's fire. Someone that I think I just cut his grass for a couple of years. It's so crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I do everything for a reason, and I honestly remember how I got this yard. I used to cut the neighbors, and I've cut them for a very long time, and I watched him, and he was getting older, and it was hot, and he would get out and push with his lawnmower, like a ditch. And so what I would do is, just every time I cut the neighbors, I would cut the ditch with the weed eater real quick, because I knew, you know, because I could just tell it was hard on him. He was sweating, and he didn't need to be out there doing it. And so I did that for a couple seasons, and never even met the guy. you know. And then finally, he was just like, "Hey, can you cut my yard?" I was like, "Yeah, man." And then we built a relationship over time, and I'd cut it, and he'd come out and pay me, and we'd talk, and every single week or what, every 2 weeks. It's cool, man. It's cool because not only do I get to watch him grow older, and and he tells me stories about his life, but he also, did the same with me. Like today he was like, yeah, you need to get some boys out here to do it for you, and you don't need to be, whatever, like, yeah, I know, man, I just don't have time to cut the grass anymore. Like, I have more important stuff I need to do in the future. Because our time today was important. But I just want to impact more people. Because I've been with these people for years, 10 years, who knows, longer. And it's weird, like, yeah, I look back at, man, watching people's kids grow. Like, I've had so many families. And that's beautiful. So many people that I've chosen, and they've chosen me back. Time and time again. And they've watched me live life, and I've watched them live life, and it's cool, man. And it's crazy, man. Like, I remember I met somebody, I don't know, I've always been word of mouth, and I don't ever push my business and stuff like that. I've never done it that way. Just because you never know what you're gonna get, I guess. But this woman moved here from out of town, and she had this house, and I ended up going over there and doing tons and tons of work, man. Tons of work for over probably 5 years, and but I remember now, man, like, she freaking make me birthday cake, make me dinner. She's a divorced lady, older lady, but she was cool, man. We'd sit there and talk, and they'd give me Christmas presents. I guess it's weird. But I would just give them my time, and they would give me theirs, and they would freaking show me that they cared. It's pretty cool, man. It's super cool. And I used to think I was less than, but now looking back, it's like, man, they didn't. I'm kind of thinking, like, a lot of what's going to happen in the next week is going to be me hanging out with these people one last time. I mean, I may see them in the future again, but I gotta go. I gotta go to a new world, man. A new phase, a new chapter of my life. And it's sad. It's sad that it's over. And I'm thinking in my head, it's like, could I have done anything different? And that doesn't even matter. Like, it was perfect. Because now I can look back and really appreciate, like, appreciate it all for once. And that's fire. Like, that's cool, man. If you don't appreciate what you got until you fixed it, you're done with it. Like, it's over. And now I'm just like scanning through text messages with customers, and in my head, like, our interactions with them, and like, yeah, I provided a service, but it was more than that. It's always been more than that. At least for me, in my business and the way that I built it, was always more than that. And it's cool, man. And a lot of it, like, I learned a lot too. Like I said, when my mom passed, and like, people were reaching out to me and stuff, and like, it made me kind of take a different look at all my customers, because to me they were like, I chose them too. Like, I chose them. And I've said this for a long time. Like, if I don't, you know, like, I meet you the first time, cool. And if you meet me again, it's because I like you. You know, like, I see something, you're worth my time. And that sounds conceited and whatever, but not really. Like, in my eyes, it doesn't. Like, because I want to spend time with you. Like, I like being with you. And if I text you, like, I'm thinking about you. Like, I care about you. Like, I hope you're doing well. And it sucks. I know who I am. I think I push too hard sometimes. And I'm too much. I just don't know how to do any less. Like, if I like you, I like you, you know. I'm getting better. I'm trying to set boundaries. Try not to bug people, but, you know, learning process, man. I understand people have their own stuff, man, but it's cool, man. It helps me. Like, today was cool. Makes my time, like, cutting grass not pointless. And like, yeah, maybe I have to walk into a new world and leave some things behind, but my past wasn't pointless, and my interaction with people was real, and that's beautiful to me, man. And I'll have those memories forever, and I'll have that knowledge forever. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. And so now it's kind of sparks. Like, now I'm just looking back, like, man, so many. It's been a lot of, you know, I've done a lot of things for older people. Like, I've done a lot of work for them, and it was always like that. Like, I would always go in there, I would do the work, and then they would feed me, and we would just talk and just spend time with each other. And it didn't matter that I was 60 years younger than them. Like I said, I was still a kid, and I'm still a kid now, and they were still kids too. Like, it didn't matter. Like, we just would bond and talk about whatever. They'd tell me, like, I've done a lot of work for widows, man, and they just have so much love to give, and it sucks. It sucks that they're alone. I kind of see the reflection now of, like, kind of the way I treated my mom. I wasn't there enough. Like I said, if I could do anything differently, I just would have gave her the attention and time that she deserved. So now I'm kind of seeing it again. Like now, it's like all, because they would tell me like, oh, we don't see my kids, or they don't ever come, or they come once a month. And I used to just like, damn, that sucks. Like, like at least I know I'm coming every week, and I can, sometimes I'd have helpers, man, and I'd just make them sit in the truck, and I would pay him or whatever, who cares, like, and I would just go and spend time. And they would spend time with me. And it's cool because they gave me things I didn't have, like, I think my grandmother died, I don't know. So I was probably a junior in college. Like even then, I didn't give her time. Like as I got older, I was 18 and moved out, and I don't know, man. It sucks. You just get busy with your own life, and you're so busy, and you don't make time, and it sucks, I guess. Because everyone just wants to be loved, and they just want to sit in a room and talk with you and feed you, man, and just feel needed. Really, like they want to feel needed again. Like the older they get, they gotta feel like the kids don't love them, and they feel neglected, and go to the nursing home and your kids see you every couple weeks, or I get it. I don't know how we fix this problem, but I know. It's the money system. That's the problem. And chasing material things, because we're programmed to have all this extra stuff, and we got to have all this stuff, and medical bills, and all these stupid systems that just keep you busy, so you freaking can't have time with the people you love. Like, it's stupid, man. It's crappy. But now all this traffic just eating away your time. And then you sending your kids to school for 8 hours a day and losing all that time, and you got to go to work, and it's like, man, what's important for real? Like, what's really important? Why are we so jacked up, dude? Why are we so jacked up? And then, it's the same thing. Like I'm in my truck all the time. I got 5 seats in here, and every seat is filled with something. I ain't even got room to carry people in. Guy next to me's got 4 seats. No one's in the car with him. That guy that's in the car by himself. She's in the car by herself. She's in the car by herself. He's in the car by... Everyone's in the car by themselves. It's weird. I'm thinking about tribes and people in tribes living out in the woods, in the bush, whatever. Like they do things together. Like they go hunting together. They're never really alone. Every now and then they'll send them on a walk about by themselves so they can figure out who they are without distractions and without influences from other people. But then they come back. That's only a small percentage of their life. The kids are raised all together. The kids are always together. They grow together. They learn together. They hunt together. And those people are happy. And then here, no one in the car. No one in the car. Well, now 2 people. That's cool. No one in the car. No one in the car. Like, so what is this, man? Should husband and wife be working together all the time? Maybe. Should we be homeschooling all our kids? Probably. Should we create lives that we can flourish together and spend the most time together? And then we can still have our alone time, but I mean, you want that to be a smaller percentage of your life, you know? I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just wrong. I mean, this is for entertainment purposes only, and I'm just talking, but it's like, what's important for real, though? Like, what's really important? I met a couple, man, and it's cool. Like, just like the overall interactions, like just talking to them, and I picked up on cues and stuff, and like, it's cool. Like, they look at each other and they know, like, no, I don't like that, or I want to talk to you, or one of them would say, well, let me talk to my wife about this before they make any decision. Like, that's fire. That's cool, man. Like, because you guys are co-creating your worlds together, and you value each other's opinions. Like, that's fire. That's what it's supposed to be about. God, because any decision that you make ultimately affects your partner. Always. Anything. Whether it's me drinking a Coca-Cola, you know, me, or going to Target and spending some money. Like, everything just affects, like, whatever, each other. And to see a husband and wife that, like, they get it. Like, they respect each other to even talk about just what we would say are stupid decisions, or like not even big decisions. Like, that's fire. Like, that's what it's supposed to be about. Yeah, it takes a little bit of time, but you're giving time to each other, and you're respecting each other's opinions, and you don't want to hurt the other person or make the wrong decision. Or, man, traffic is so bad in Hendersonville, bruh. So bad. So very bad. It's the worst. I actually set up my life, dude, I'm so weird. Like, I set up my life so I miss traffic. Today I didn't. I kind of knew it. I know how to set it up so I miss traffic, but today I couldn't do it. I had to go take care of some stuff, but usually that's why, like, I won't get started in the morning until after like 8:30, so I can miss traffic and not have to deal with it. And it's not that I care about dealing, I just don't want to waste the time. I want to just be able to hop into my vehicle and get to my job, you know, in a little amount of time as possible, and then take care of what I got to do, and then I build my life around that. Like, I do a lot of stuff in East Nashville, and so I plan my day. Like, I'll plan how I go out there and when, and then what time I want to leave East Nashville. Especially come summertime, when it gets dark later, I can choose, like, to stay out there until 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, and then I'll come back, roll back out this way, and then I miss all the traffic, and I don't lose an hour of time when it really just takes me 15 minutes to get to East Nashville. I don't know, man. I do so many things so weird, like so different than everybody else. It's funny. I like it. I like being different. I like it a lot. It's crazy. It's April 7th, man. Time flies by so quick. So quick. But not really. Each day is super long to me, but there's just so much I'm doing. I'm trying to just work on my brain, and that's weird. Which I've never worked a 9 to 5 like with a computer in front of me, so dude, that just seems so, like, I'm always moving my legs and my arms, my, you know, whatever. I'm always moving. And dude, I don't know if I could sit in place like that. No wonder why millennials are quitting their jobs. Because if my time goes slow now and I'm moving the whole time, dude, there's no, like, how slow is time going, like, when you're just sitting still in one place and nothing's, like, moving around you. That's weird. It's actually kind of cool. Like, I think about the service industry jobs. Like, you're always meeting new people. You're servicing, you're helping other people. Like, those are definitely the coolest jobs in the world. Like, I got my hair cut yesterday, and like, she was like, yeah, I get to meet all these people, and every day, like, it's always, I just get to talk to people all day, every day. Like, wait, that's fire, man. Maybe I should go cut people's hair. Because then it's always exciting. Like, you cut somebody's hair, you learn this, you get to talk, you get a little window of time with them, and then you get another one, and another one. Like, all these stories, and that's fire. And you provide a service, and you make people feel good about themselves. You make people look good. That's cool, man. That's the hair industry, or whatever you want to call it. That's cool, man. That's fun. And who knows? You can help them. You can teach them a new perspective, or you could learn. You know, you could learn from them. I was talking to one girl that, whatever, she cuts people's hair, and yeah, she was telling me about that, like an older lady, and she looked up to her and learned from her and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, that's what it's about, man. It's cool. And then, you know, because the conversation we had, it kind of, you know, I kind of had that feeling when I talked to her that I was kind of tired of this service industry type stuff too. Like, I don't know, man. But now, like, I have a new perspective of it. I'm like, wait a minute, like, I'm actually helping people too. Like, it's not just, you know, it's not just one-sided. Like, it's cool. I get this, you know, people confide in me, and they give me their time. Like, it's beautiful. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It kind of, I don't know, man. That's why it's all about perspective, and I think you get caught in it, and you get down on yourself, and then you start creating this weird story, and you don't feel, and none of that's true. It's just based on I mean, I guess it's true for you in the time because you created a story about it, and you believed it, but it's like you really don't know who you affect, man. Like, whose confidence you're lifting up that day, and just by smiling at somebody and spending some time, like, that's fire. And then they come back again because evidently you got something that they need, and they trust you. And I've done that a lot. Like, back when I was younger, man, I was super particular about my hair, and I didn't let anyone touch it. Like, literally. I mean, honestly, like, if I was to count how many people touched my hair, I would say it's less than 20 people my whole life. Definitely less than 20. Probably like 12, maybe. I have no idea why. I just was so particular, like, I don't know why. I just always been that way. Like, I don't want people, I guess I didn't like people touching me anyway, so, like, I was super particular, like, who touched me, and then, like, who I trusted, and ultimately surrendered to. But then again, it's like, you know, now that I'm thinking about energies and stuff like that, or like, maybe it's important who we touch. Like, we shouldn't allow everyone to touch us. Because what if they have, like, some ill will towards you, or because you got to protect yourself, right? You can't just freely give yourself away, otherwise people are going to take, you know, and you're just going to be drained, and they don't really care. So yeah, I mean, I've done that my whole life. I guess I've kind of got gut feelings about people, and then like I'd meet them and whatever, but then like I would never see them again just because gut feelings. Um, was it wrong or right? I don't know, man. That's kind of the way I did things. I don't know. Um, but then again, like yeah, I don't think especially with your kids, like you make freaking sure like who goes where they go. You got to protect them, and maybe that's a lot of it. It's like I don't know. I could be tainted because of that. Like, so I'm very wary about like people. So I got some memories about some stuff, but I don't have the full memories, and I really don't want to look into it, to be honest with you. Um, I don't think it would do me any good, at least right now. If I talk about it, like emotions come up, and then so I kind of like, I'm dealing with enough already. I don't really want to deal with much more. Not right now. I'll deal with it later. I think that's fair. I can't push myself too much more than I've already pushed myself. I need to rest a little bit on. I push myself enough. And these talks are cool, and I'm gonna keep doing them every day. Just probably more spontaneous though, and they're probably gonna be a lot shorter. Um, and they're probably gonna deal more with like what I'm feeling now and kind of like what I'm trying to create my future to be, and dealing with the past a little bit less because I've dealt with a lot, but I've dealt with a lot of the big stuff. I think, um, which would have been like abandonment issues and my mom and why I'm the way I am, the way I think, um, confidence, and like who I'm supposed to be, who I am, who I want to be. Did I know my art is something though? I'm not gonna say it's everything, but it's something, and it's something big, and it's a big part of me. It is me. It's all of me. All 35 years up until this point, until I sit in front of that canvas, and then I put it on there. It's all of it, all my experiences. I do know that whatever I do in the future, it has to be creative. Like, because when I create something, like when anyone creates anything, like you're using all of you, all your brain power, all your experiences, all your time, like, um, all your emotions, all of your heart. Anything less than that is pointless for me, I think. Um, and that kind of equates to like human interaction. Like when I'm there, like I'm using all my experience, all my knowledge, all everything to be with that other person. Like they say something, I'm running through all that Rolodex of information to say whatever I say and what I feel in the moment. Um, I'm creating something right there. We're co-creating together. Every interaction with somebody, you're co-creating. Like that's freaking special, bro. It's very important. It's the only thing that's important. Freely giving your time. It's beautiful. It's freaking crazy now. Like now that I see that, I'm like, so like literally, like anytime someone reaches out to me, they're like, Cody, come over, do this, want to talk. Man, it's really hard for me to say no now because I'm like, dang, man. Sometimes I don't want to do it, but it's like they're freely giving me. They want my time. They think I'm that important that they're gonna give me their time. All I can do in return is give them some of mine. Within reason. I mean, you got to kind of make sure that it's a good intent on their part, I guess. Or if they're asking you to do something like, I don't know, rob a bank or something, that's different. But I'll go do some evil. But when you think they're going to trick you or something or trap you or whatever, that's different. But whatever, you already know. Like, you have feelings. Just listen to them. Listen to their intuition. I'm getting better at it. Yeah, man, I'm a lot better now, dude. I was so naive. Man, just 2 months ago, I was naive. So naive. But like I said, I had to learn. Like, I had to learn my lessons. Like, even when whatever I was going through was happening, like, I was laughing to myself, like, Cody, you're so stupid. Why do you keep doing it? Like, I don't know, man. It's fun. Like, I'm learning. Like, I'm trying to test this infinite hope that I have, and then I got to learn when to stop it. And so I kind of just continued to go through it. And at some point, I was just like, dude, you're funny. You're so funny, dude. This is why you're at where you're at. Because infinite hope is good, but man, you can't continue to have infinite hope forever. It's okay to have it in the beginning, but people show you, like, you gotta learn. You're hurting yourself. You're wasting your time. And time is all you got. Time is all we got, man. And it is funny because, like, I talked to my sister and she asked me just about some stuff, and she was like, whatever. And I was like, I'm busy, I'm so busy. And I don't know how it came out, but she was like, well, what do you like? What if this happened? And I was like, well, I would make time. Like, it's that simple. Like, if something's important to you, you're gonna make time. And then the same thing, like, I talked to somebody else and they were like, yeah, someone, I offered them all this time and they said they were tired and they, whatever. And then it's like, you got your answer right there. Like, if you're important to them, they'll give you time. If not, then you know your answer. So just let it go. It makes it easier. Because they tell you without telling you that evidently you're not worth their time. So quit wasting your time. It's hard though. It's hard. It sucks. Because then you kind of feel unwanted, obviously, and unworthy, and that you're not enough. And it has nothing to do with you. I mean, all you can do is hold your end up and try and give time, and at some point learn your lesson. Like, if they're not going to reciprocate time, then you gotta let go. So that's kind of what I guess maybe even the next week. Who knows? I gotta figure out who's giving me time, who's not, and let go. I don't want to. But I guess if you're holding on, you're just giving that person power, like, and it's just not worth it. There's just not enough time. I never wasted any time with that. I mean, it is what it is. Like I, I'll do it again the same, honestly. Um, because I never know by me giving so much time if that really helps or not. Like, and I don't even care. I hope it does. And I'm gonna have that infinite hope to think that whatever I've done, without receiving other people's time in return, um, like I said, that's me planting a seed or a spark. Like even if never talk to them again or any whatever. Like I just hope that they understand how much time that I really put in, and I thought, and they're worthy enough to have it, even without me getting something in return. They've always been worthy enough to have it, and I gave it as long as I could. Um, and I do it now. Like I'll walk away at and then I'll reach out every couple months, like when I think about somebody or something, and just check on them. And they reply, they don't reply. It doesn't really matter because it's I'm freely gonna give you my time because you're worth it always. Those people are worth it. They're worth your time, even if they can't accept it, like I couldn't. No, no, I'm never gonna change a lot of me. I tell you that. Like that's what's funny, and I don't have to. I just gotta learn how to balance it now. Because the Cody a year ago is honestly still the Cody now. I'm just better at using all the skills and understanding how to use them and when to stop and when to go home and when I'm tired and when to rest. I don't know how to rest from emotional stuff yet, but I'll figure it out soon enough. Now now that I'm not like gonna be digging every day into my past and letting it rule me for a second, like and then reshaping it and having to figure out how to get rid of that power or that drain. I'll catch back up on rest and stuff, and I'll be better. Man, I don't know. I hate letting go though. I never truly let go though. I just can't. Some people, I think, just you're not capable of letting go. I don't know if it's good or bad. I'll have to relook into that at some point. But you shouldn't have to because I don't think maybe people just can't truly let go because I mean every moment with people like you're learning from them and they're in your world and like that shaped you now. So like you can't really let go of human interactions, like I guess. And so all you can really do is just reshape the way you see it, um, your time with that person, and then just reshape it and move it to gratitude. Like I'm grateful for that lesson. Like I got so many lessons, and they were beautiful, and they helped push me and catalyst me to who I am today. They prepared me to be a better man. Like it's worth it. I'm not gonna change it. It's worth it. All of it. I'll do it again. That's cool. That's what my sister said. She said my mom said that even if she knew that my dad was gonna leave again, she would have done everything the same again to have me with her and go through all of it again, no matter what. And that's cool, man. And really, she made that judgment based on people. Whether it's the grandkids, me, and the time. Like, it's cool. Like, when you really dig down deep, like, and you look at your life, you're like, and whoever you're with, and you're like, man, if I would have changed one thing, then it wouldn't have been like this. And then maybe I wouldn't have met this person, or I wouldn't have had this time with this person, or I wouldn't have had this kid, or I wouldn't have. Like, and you can't. I don't see how anyone could want to do anything different. To be honest with you, especially if you had your own kids. I don't see. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm wrong about a lot of stuff, man. So much stuff. All stuff. But whatever. But for me, I know I wouldn't do anything different. Now that I think about it, like really truly think about it. Because if it led me here now, if it led me to the past week, and it's fixing to lead me to my future, where I have no idea what's going to happen, but I know it's going to be fun. I know it's going to be up. I know it's going to be downs. I know I'm going to meet people that I've never even knew existed. Hope to help create a human life that will be whatever I've ever gone through. It will make it worth it. Yeah, so that's just what I choose to believe now. Like any interaction with whoever, like I just need to be in the moment and be aware of it and just love it. Like that's fire. Like this will never happen again. Me and you talking together will never happen again. With all the same circumstances. Like who knows what this will change today? Who knows how this affects the future? And this has to happen for whatever something in the future to happen. Whatever it is. Good or bad, whatever you want to call it. Like that's fire. So I don't know, maybe whatever you do in life it really doesn't matter. Whatever it's work, whatever, like if it puts me in the house for 16 hours by myself, like who knows where that's gonna get me to come out of that house at a certain time and I go get something to eat at a certain time and I meet a certain human at a certain time. And maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. Like it's that's meant to be. I don't know. I don't want to do that because I want to have more interactions with humans, but maybe just for the next week until everything changes for me. Who knows, man? I don't know. I don't know the right answers. I'm just trying to be happy and just. I know that just being in the house by myself for 16 hours, fixing it doesn't make me happy. I do know that much. I'm trying to reshape it, but man, that one's hard. That one's so hard. Whatever, though. The past was worth it. I'll holla. Peace.